Hello and welcome dear friends. In today's video we are going to draw a bird, and that's an American eagle. We are just going to draw the face, not the complete body. So let's start straight away. We will start with an outline. The outline is somewhat oval in shape. I mean, not exactly, but okay. So this is somewhat now we will start with the beak. Eagles have very prominent and powerful looking beak. That is their identity. So and we will connect it to the line that we had drawn. We are extending it somewhat like this, bringing it straight down. This is the body, but we are not completely drawing the body because we are more concentrating on the head. So okay, so the eyes I think the head should be this wide. Yeah, this is okay. Okay, this is perfect. Now the eye. It's round and very sharp. nostril. Okay, now the drawing is done. Now let's start coloring it. Before that, we will erase all the lines that we drew using the pencil, because once we start coloring it, then you won't be able to erase it. So all these lines are going. Okay, that's done too. I think now it almost looks like an eagle. Now let's start coloring it. Okay. Okay, today I am going to use plastic crayons as well as color pencils, because when you draw feathers, I think color pencils gives you better result. So for the beak, I'm going to apply yellow color. Actually it is not pure yellow, actually it is a bit orangish yellow, so we will just give a small tint of orange also to this bit. Just a small, not more than that. When you are using plastic crayons for coloring and you intend to apply two colors, one over the other, and you want that the second color that you're applying should be less prominent, I mean you have to apply at the same time, it should not be too dark, I mean too prominent. So what you do is that the first layer that you apply should be very thick. Here I am going to draw the beak using orange color also, but what I am going to do is that first I will apply yellow very nicely, very thickly, so that when I apply orange color it doesn't look very prominent. Okay, so the yellow extends here too. Okay, so let me take the orange. Okay, I have the orange shade, but see to it that I am just applying it very lightly. It should not mask the yellow color, because it's basically yellow but it has a small tint of orange, that's all, and especially only on the edges, so that the beak stands out from the rest of the body. So just color it on the edges. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, now I'm using a grey color pencil, a dark grey color pencil for the head, feathers on the head. I'm using a color pencil because color pencils are a little more sharper than plastic crayons. I could have used plastic crayons too, but you can't draw lines, minute lines and rough lines like this. Those of you who doesn't have color pencils, and if you have only plastic crayons, then need not worry about that. You can sharpen it nicely and use plastic crayons too for such drawings. But I don't do that. Why? Because most of my drawings I use the blunt tip of plastic crayons. That's the reason why I don't keep it too sharp. See, I'm taking a lot of time to cover this area, and if I had been using plastic crayons, it would have been done in 2 strokes. That's the difference. So this area is more dark. Okay, so this is more darker than the place because this area is projecting outside and it produces shadow. See, shading is all about light and shadow. You have to be very careful while shading. You have to have the knowledge of understanding where the light falls and where the shadow falls. So you have to be very careful about that. Once that is okay, your drawings will start looking very realistic. So that comes through observation. I mean, whatever you see, whatever picture you see, just try to observe the kind of light that is falling on that, the shadow that it is producing. So you will be able to understand that. Okay. Don't draw small lines because they have bigger feathers. So drawing close small lines will show very tiny feathers. So you don't do that. Only in places near the eyes and other organs the feather is very small. Otherwise it is big, so don't draw. See, when I come here, I'm using bigger strokes like this. It's dark below the beak as usual. It's because, as I told, the shadow falls there. So eagles are such majestic birds. Okay, so that's done. Now I'm using a black plastic crayon to very lightly draw the edges. I'm sorry, I think I've taken dark brown. That's not black. I was supposed to take black. Okay, so this is just to give the overall shape of the head. That's all. Now I'm using this brown that I've previously taken to draw the body. Now, as I said, we are not into the details of the body, so we just draw it using strokes. body is also done. Now we will draw the eyes. We'll complete the eye. First you got to give black border. Okay, and the pupils in the center. I'm using a golden plastic crayon to color this particular area. It should be applied very lightly. Now I'm going to use this color again to just darken the top of the eyes a bit. It has slight yellow border too around the eyes, so I am using yellow sketch pen so that it gives me little bit sharp lines. Okay, now the picture is almost complete, but we will finish it using just I left this over the nostrils, and there's a very faint line which what I'm saying is that now what we'll do is we will just use the pencil to sharpen it more. So that the lines of the feather, they are not blurred. don't draw it too much. Okay. Just to dark the edges and just give a few strokes so that you get a feeling that it's feather. There's a big difference between drawing feather and fur, because fur on animals you just need to draw very small strokes very close to each other, but in feather it is not like that. You have to apply thick long strokes and scatter. They're not close to each other. Okay. And for the final touching, I think we need to shade the upper portion of the eye so that it looks little more darker. That way it looks more natural. Yes. Yes. So